There's a bunch of vultures in the tree down there, or there might be buzzards. I'm not sure. Let's go down and take a look at them. They're not too afraid of us. I don't suppose they'll let us get too much closer though. One already flew. Uh-oh. See him on the ground over there. That means there's something dead over there. Wanna go look? There's a bunch of them that are all landing up in that big tree over there. A bunch of them flew up. Oh, look at them. There's probably 30 or 40 of them total. Let's go over here and see what they're feeding on, if we dare. So the buzzards were right behind this dead tree. You can see something on the ground there. It's probably a dead calf. Yeah, that's what it is. A little dead cow. Didn't make it. No second chance for him. See how the grass is all trampled down around him. So the buzzards have been feeding on him for quite a while. Alright, close your eyes if you don't want to see anything gross, but we're going to check them out. Listen to the flies. That's disgusting, isn't it? Maggots have already worked them over though. Poor thing. Woo, stinks. See what's in the water down here. Well, pretty much water. Oh, look, a big snapping turtle. Let's go look at the snapping turtle. Oh, stepping on the cow. Saw me though, she's taking off. This is about where I was when I made my snapping turtle video. About the same spot. Yeah, he's already buried himself in the mud. It's right there. You see how it's all muddy and it's pushed up a little bit. He's hiding. I don't have my boots on, so we're not going to go out there and get him. But I'll get a stick and we're going to poke him. I don't know if you know this, but wild snapping turtles like to be poked with sticks. Well, we don't really know that because they don't speak human. Alright, should be right there. Yeah, I see him, listen. Hear the thump? No thump. No thump. Thump, that's a shell. We're not going to hurt him or anything, but I can't make him. Yeah, I can't get to him, but he's right here. We're not going to go out and get him. I can't do it left-handed, it's terrible. Yeah, old snapping turtle. Maybe he wants some veal too. It's very wet right here. I'm actually at a Memorial Day picnic at my in-laws, and it's before everyone has arrived, so I can't really get too muddy yet. Afterwards we can get muddy. Alright, let's see what else we can get into. There's a giant carp in this little stream. I would never have thought they would have come up this far. Look at them. First time I've seen fish that big in here. Supposedly there's some trout in here, but you know, I've never tried to catch trout. I should try to do that. Spring fed, so it stays cold all year. Let's head the carp off. We'll freak them out. What do you think? Can't imagine they came all the way up from Potomac. The Potomac's, guys, had to be at least 10 miles from here. I guess they could have. There are fish after all, and that is water. There they go. Neato bandito. That's where another turtle was right here. Something just splashed right there. You can see. I have no idea if it was a fish or a turtle or what. See how it's all cloudy. I thought it might be a muskrat, but yeah. Well, there comes those two fish. Look. We're down about 100 yards from where we first saw them. They've been following me down the river. I've been in front of them the whole time. I don't know what that thing was. I see something making waves down here too. I think the fish turned around just a second ago behind me. I don't know what this is down here. Might be a different set of fish. It was right in here, but yeah, there's probably some more fish going down the river. It's a different group though, because those two that just went by me are actually went back upriver. I guess they got scared. Yeah, I can see them. There's a couple more fish going down. Yeah, a couple more carp. They're smaller ones. Yeah, there's two there. There's two more up there. I don't know why the carp are up in here. Maybe they're not suckers, are they? Maybe they're suckers. You know what? Those are suckers right there. They're probably spawning. I know they go up little creeks like this when they spawn. Yeah, I think those are suckers. I could be wrong. Yeah, look. Oh, there's another big snapping turtle. I saw it. Let's see if we can see him. It's really muddy here. They must, I saw a snapping turtle right there by that log. See him? He must have seen us and went under. Of course, we were yapping, so he probably heard us. Oh well. It's gotten interesting. A lot of stuff out here today. I guess we ought to get back to the picnic. People ought to be showing up pretty soon. Their house is up through there, so we'll just walk out in the middle here. You know what? There used to be a fox den against these trees over here. Let's walk over there and see if the fox is still there. This was a couple years ago, and I haven't been down here, so I don't know if they're still nesting there or not. Or denning there, I guess it would be proper. They don't really lay eggs, do they? I don't think they lay eggs. They are mammals after all, but so is a platypus. I think this is one of the dens here. I see some bones, but that might just be a groundhog den. Oh look, that's a fox den, I bet. Look how big is this? So cool, look at that. That's a pretty big opening. I think that's probably bigger than a groundhog would make. It's interesting. You got these old cow bones. There's some fox poop there. I thought that was a groundhog skull, but I think it's actually an egg. You guess an egg? Here's a little bone. Let's look at it. It's an egg. It's weird, isn't it? That's a goose egg. I'm not going to poke it too much because if it's been sitting there a while, it will explode. They get rotten inside and gas builds up. This is a fox den. There's some feathers. That is not a goose feather. That's either some type of hawk or a chicken. Let's see what else we have in here. All kinds of little bones. Yeah, that's a, this is the wing to a cardinal. That's a little red bird that we see in some of my videos. Some more bones. See, the fox will bring back all kinds of things to its little babies, little pups, to feed it. So there'll be all kinds of different things in here. We'll come back here in a month or two. Well, maybe a couple weeks. When the little babies get bigger, we might get a chance to see some of them. But that's what's going on here. Yeah, there's another wing here. Not sure what kind of bird that is. Different kind of bird though. Yeah, if I accidentally popped that goose egg right now, I would be sorry. And everybody at the party would be sorry. Cool, huh? That's cow poopy. But yeah, there's probably no fox down in there. We'll come back later. You can see how the dirt is very moist looking. That means it was dug out recently, probably this morning or sometime today. So we'll come back later and look at this. Give it 2 weeks. There'll be all kinds of dead animals in front of it by then. This is an interesting plant right here. This is called Multiflora Rose. It's a type of rose bush that was imported to the United States to make hedges and stuff. I do believe it grows really, really thick, but it is delicious smelling. Very, very heavy sweet odor. But the only problem with the plant is it just takes over farms. If you don't keep it mowed or sprayed, within 10 years, this whole field I'm walking through would be just nothing but Multiflora Rose. In fact, we couldn't walk through it. And it was like that about 5 years ago, but I came out here and sprayed everything for my father-in-law. But anyway, let me show you something neat. But what we did is we imported a virus to kill the Multiflora Rose that we had imported earlier for whatever reason. And let me show you what they look like when they have this virus. This is a baby Multiflora Rose. It's not very big, but see the red tinge on it? And if you look at this one here, see how red it is? That's an actual virus that we imported. And it will eventually get into the rest of the Multiflora Rose, hopefully, and just wipe them all out. That's the plan anyway. It seems to be working though, because there's not near as many. Again, it's been probably 5 years since I sprayed this field, and there's not too many back. And a lot of them are infected. So off to the party we go in a minute. We're going to take a quick detour up through their woods. On the back part of his property, there's a church, with a big parking lot. And it's kind of like on a back road out of the way. And I always suspect that someone's going to plant weed up here at some point. Marijuana. And I always walk by here just to see if there's any plants up here. So we're going to go ahead and do that today, because they'll be out by now if they're going to plant it, I think. There's a lot of trees, but the trees are getting kind of open now. And I think it'll get enough light up here, but we'll take a quick peek. Besides, we're in the woods, so who knows what else we might find. The Sam's Ranch. So I really love this woods back in here. These are big limestone outcroppings. And we're probably walking over a lot of really neat caves and stuff. There's a few sinkholes around, but nothing you can get into. But it's just a cool spot. But we're going to zip by this church up here behind it and see if anybody's been out doing any gardening back here. There's too many trees here now, though. Right here, anyway. I don't think the plants would get enough light. Well, they might not put them in here anyway, because there are cows here. They would have a tendency to stomp and eat stuff, I would imagine. So we're going to look anyway, since we're here. I just scared some white-tailed deer. They just jumped up through there. I don't think there's any chance we're going to see them, though. But I'm going to keep the camera on, because this is baby whitetail season. If you look up there, you can see that roof. That's the church. And there's a chance there could be a Bambi up on this path. So we're going to look real quick and see. Mama could have been running away from it. But they don't usually hang out with the babies during the day. Babies just kind of sit by themselves. So she might be on another hillside. I wouldn't doubt it though, because look, it's really Multiflora Rosy up in here. This is where the mama was laying right here with the dada. Whatever it was, I didn't actually see him, I just saw the tail. But you can see how the roses are really overgrown up through here. And it's filling it in again. I did spray this, but maybe not quite as well. And look at the big thorns on them. They are murder to walk through. Absolute red rum. I'm not seeing any signs of any type of illicit gardens back here. Again, I mean, maybe there's just too many trees. But, I have actually come back here and seen dig holes all over the place where people have snuck in here from the church property and gone metal detecting, without permission, of course. I've never really found much back here, but maybe that's because I was too late. I don't know. This is an open area right up here. So let's walk through it and see if we see any gardens. One thing you need to look for, of course, is like an area where there's a lot of mush down vegetation, or if you spot any soil, fresh soil that's been turned over. And 9 times out of 10, if you look around a little bit, you'll actually see where they had a little flower pot, a little plastic flower pot or something that the plant was in, and they'll just throw it in the bushes. And usually that's the first thing I see, is the flower pots. I don't think I'm going to see any out here today. I think we would have seen them by now. But we're going to continue up through this little power line cut. Because if there are going to be any, this is where they would be. There's a good sized hole there too, up underneath that old tree. I was thinking it might be a fox den, but that's probably just a groundhog. I don't see any bones or feathers in front of it. Yeah, it could just be a groundhog, I suppose.